So first question, we're gonna go left to right. First of all right, Kai. So, what are your plans for the shopping district?
Hold on, my Minecraft's like dying.
Oh my word. Is it gonna be dying for a little bit?
I don't know.
Okay. All right. We're going to right to left now. All right.
Yeah.
All right. G
Oh,
Turtle.
my
Now your
game
turn.
crashed.
Uh, okay,
Just
I guess what
you go.
you're looking at. So what I'm gonna do for the shopping district is make it fun again. Because god damn it, it's not fun. It's so boring. The first thing I'm gonna probably do is make slime block launchers for transport. It will launch you up to the streets. And when there's an intersection, it's gonna stop and the player can choose which to go next. Then I'm also gonna have a metro station with ice boat pass, where people can zoom on boats and the road is ice. The biggest thing I'm gonna do is make a bounty castle theme park. It's gonna be pretty big.
Okay. All right. All right. So, now I have one question for you. Now, do you have any other things that can improve the economy, or maybe even switch diamonds from a different currency? Maybe some currency that we might have a new form of.
Uh, I have one idea, but I don't know how I will be able to accomplish that. It is by making a bank where you transfer diamonds for tokens or some kind of currency. We can choose the name later, but you transfer your valuables like diamonds to get the currency, and you pay with that.
All
Because
right.
diamonds is the usual currency and it's boring. Thank you.
Yep. All right. Okay. So now let's go over to Pastel. Pastel. I'm going to be asking you the same question. What are you going to be doing, or maybe what are you going to be doing different from G Turtle that will make you a better candidate for the mayor of the shopping district?
I will be making different districts inside of the shopping district. So instead of there being a medieval build and then a modern build right beside it, there will be different places, so they won't be all cluttered and stuff. I will also be building like pre-built shops that people can rent out. If they don't want to build a shop, they can just rent it out. Um, and yeah, and that's what I'm gonna do.
And so that's what you're going to be doing. Now I have a question for kind of how I asked him, but how would you deal with the economy?
Well, I think the economy on
Comedy is
economy on
fine. Economy and comedy, same thing.
yeah.
God.
But yeah, I think it's pretty fine at the moment. But if people ever want something to switch that, I will listen to their feedback. And so if you want to switch that up or do anything with the economy, I'll be fine with that. And yeah.
All right, all right, all right. All right. Now we're going to be moving over to Kai. Now, Kai, what are you going to be doing? If he's still in the actually, hold up. I just realized something. All right, you're still in here, right?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, that's good. All right. So, what are you going to be doing different from them? And the basis of it is what you're going to be doing for the shopping district. They'll improve it.
Well, you see, basically, I have close to the same plan as Pastel. But outside that, we're going to be making sure it's located. I'll be making sure it's located near nice ocean, so we can get some cool ocean builds. A little dock, maybe like this season, but on a bigger scale. Along with that, economy, as you're going to ask, that's going to be changed. Diamonds, I think diamonds are just too easy to get now, so they'll be changed to some other form of currency. I've not decided yet which item will be used, but it will be a different form of currency, most likely some form of player heads. And yeah, like Pastel said, we're gonna be adding districts within districts, so like medieval districts, medieval shopping district, then metro and stuff like that. And then I did like Turtle's idea of bounty castles. There won't be a big theme park though. There'll just be a couple scattered around though.
All right. Is that all?
Yeah, that's all for now, I guess.
All right. Okay, so you basically already asked the questions that I was going to answer, but so now, G Turtle, I have another question for you. What
Yes.
what do you see through what you've been listening to the other candidates? What is the problem with their their
First of all,
their
I
statements?
stole my idea. The only reason he's gonna build bouncy castles because Hamardik asked me if I'm gonna build bouncy castles, and to get Hamardik's vote, Kai's also gonna build bouncy castles.
Would someone with this face steal an idea? Bouncy castles are cool. They're your idea, and I would like to incorporate that in my idea also. If you have a problem with that, that's your
And
problem.
also, Pastel, renting shops. There would just be unused shops.
Well, they also would make the shopping district look nicer.
Okay.
Instead of having tons of blank space
Smooth
everywhere,
recovery.
there would
Smooth
be
recovery.
I would like to defend Pastel also. It would make it look there would be able to be a bit more clean, and also be able to help organize where each district would be.
All right.
Thank you for clarifying.
Okay, so now, Pastel, it's your turn to basically attack both candidates. You have to at some point because I see that you and Kai have kind of sided with each other. I'm not going to let that slide. All right,
Oh,
so
well-
you go ahead and say what's wrong with their statements.
first of all, G Turtle, he hasn't been very active this season. He hasn't been on as much as me or Kai, and he only made one build, which was just a hut that he didn't use. And then I think Kai, he may have all these promises, but I don't think he's the best builder. So yeah.
That is true. I am not the best builder. However, you know, we'll get to other plus sides later that will make up for lack of building skill.
All right. So Kai, it's your turn
Hmm.
to insult these two.
All right. Well, a giant. For Turtle, I have a problem with your way of transport because sure, the slime launchers seem like a good idea, but they could fail due to ping or lag, and also eventually they'll just get out of date and unusable very quickly once we have access to elytras. And I feel like there's just a lot of problems that could come with slime launchers. The boat ice paths, that is a good idea. I do agree with that. But the slime launchers, I just think would be too much of a hassle and will have a lot of deaths. For Pastel, the building shop, pre-built shops, I think it's a good idea, but it could be very bad. Because people like Turtle said, they could not be bought out if people find them too expensive. And yeah, also laying the whole community aside, that's also a good thing. But then that could also lead to bad decisions that could ruin the shopping district.
All
That's
right.
it.
Yep, I see that.
May I say something else?
Yes, you may.
Also with Turtle's currency, how it's still gonna get inflated based on how many diamonds are in the system, because people could just get stacks and stacks of diamonds, and it would inflate exponentially. So how could you fix that, or keep that
Make
from
a
happening?
bigger system.
Can I jump in too? Because I have a problem. What do you
You
mean?
know what?
What do
Sure,
you
I
mean?
love politics.
What do you mean by make a bigger system?
More storage.
Okay, but that doesn't stop inflation. You're doing a trade. I'm guessing it would be a 1-to-1 trade-in or some form. There
Yep.
would still be a big amount of inflation because diamonds are so easy to get. That's why for my economy, I wouldn't do a trade-in. I would just simply have it. That's the currency. Diamonds could be like a secondary currency or something like that, or just not.
I would
even
like
used
to
as
add
currency.
something. In time, the coins get more expensive.
Okay,
Seriously,
but there's still
are you saying?
inflation.
So you're saying if I just got 5 stacks of diamonds at the very beginning of the game and traded them in for it, I would have exponentially more money later in the
Yeah, but
season from only 5 stacks of diamonds. Would
Yeah.
be
that
like
would boost
10 stacks.
activity.
That wouldn't
And
really
Pastel
boost.
could do that. He has done that before.
True.
All right. All right. So we have those now, as you guys can see. Now we might have someone here that, we have Kai. Now I do want to say that we might know if he might not make his promises. We might know that Pastel might not make his promises. We might know that G Turtle might make his no promises. So we basically have to know is who is going to keep their promises in this situation. And I'm going to be asking one more question, and then I'm going to leave it up to all of you to have any questions that you're wondering. And this is a
Okay.
very, very crucial point. Now, the one thing to remind you is that in order to prosper, you have to have the one financial decision. And that is it's an annual question, but is cereal a soup? G Turtle, you go.
Cereal isn't a soup. Maybe cereal and milk might be soup, but cereal itself isn't soup.
What is it?
It's food.
Yeah. It's more like cookies than food than soup.
Ah. All right. Pastel, you go.
Well, you kind of just did say cereal, like Turtle said. There's no liquid.
Share your
I
opinion.
have a new.
That is soup.
I'm. My turn.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
go.
All right.
you can go.
Well, cereal is not a soup. It does not meet the definition of a soup, which is a liquid dish typically made by boiling meat, fish, or vegetables in stock or water. So yes, cereal is not a soup.
I agree.
All right. Well, that question was useless. All right, so I'm gonna give you guys. We're gonna have a 3-minute break, very short break, but it's fine. We're gonna have a 3-minute break. I'm gonna have you guys time to create some questions for our candidates here, and then we'll come back and they'll answer some of those questions. If you have a question, please put it in general, and no one else type in there.
Hey, Pastel, want to do another a tour of the shopping district? To fill up time.
Who's recording? Are you?
Yeah, I am. I'll follow you.
Okay, get on my head. Okay, so here we got the lovely town hall. It's quite beautiful, and I would say it's one of the best builds in the server at the moment. We have the dojo over here with a cherry blossom. Dojo sells lots of armor sets. Over here we got a build by Yoj, and it sells anything you would really like. Over here we got Sweaty's tackle shop. Sells some random stuff that he got out of the ocean. Here's a redstone shop. You can just buy redstone. It's pretty cool. Over here we have Sweaty's saloon, and you can just have a good time there. Here's Sugarcane's shop, and it's looking quite nice. It's like one of the only shops for sugarcane. And here's a wood shop. We got Clarinet's boat over here. She sells commissions, and yeah, she's pretty good at art. And over here we have this shop, which is quite nice. It's been open for a while. It sells rockets, gunpowder, potatoes, and pretty much anything you really wanted. You got Points' shop over here. It's a potion shop. It sells you any potions you really want. Also, ingredients to make potions. Got LL Pines to our right. It sells rockets and pork chops and used to sell iron, but does not sell iron anymore. We just passed Ellie's shop to the left. He sells plants that you might want to decorate your house with. Here's the rocket shop, the main one, but not the cheapest one. There's another wood shop, and over here we have the car dealership being made. Not completed, but it has a quite nice interior. where you can buy cars like the Cadillac, and yeah, you might want to visit it one day to buy a car. Over here we have Noble's garage thing, and we got Dio's wood shop. It sells the cheapest wood on the server. It's quite nice, and we also have the court over here, and a casino, and then we also have the brick shop over here, the only shop that sells bricks, and we have Sweaty Skyscraper. Yep, and over here we have Synth's Great Ship of Amazingness. Looks very nice. And we have GBC headquarters. Not finished yet, but we host events like Sunday Night Global, and they're quite fun, and you can even sometimes see them. Uh, we have them events like that about every month, and it's not really on Sunday, so it can be on literally any day, but yep, we have tons of events. We also have Sports Night Global, which host events like the
All
Glove
right.
tournament and stuff. And yeah, so now we'll be heading back to the town hall.
Thank you. All right. When everyone gets back,
Woo!
we're going to be asking the questions that you guys have brought to us. And I see we have a good amount.
Oh god, I don't want to look through all those. There's so many.
Well, there's some that are a little bit copied over, so I'll skip some of them, but most of them we'll be reading over. Mardik and Sent, if you guys hit me one more time.
The pig keeps on hitting me in the head.
Oh,
I stand here and it just pushes me to the left or right.
okay. All right, everyone, please get back to your places. For example, the people up on the top, please. You know, it's kind of ironic that they're retired staff, if you guys would agree. All right. Okay. This is gonna be a little bit of a jeez. Okay. So let's start with the first question. This is for everybody. So what are you doing? Oh, I'm just gonna rate it how I'm gonna rate it. What are you going to do for the Nether Hub? Your shopping district portal, your shopping district problem. Turtle, you go first.
I'm glad you asked. So, I'm gonna blow big holes with TNT in all directions, which is used to help elytras so they don't get stuck. And at the bottom of those holes, I'm gonna dig out a flat area where I'm gonna place a ice bolt path. You can also just normally walk, and also a soul sand strip so you can speed walk.
All right. Okay. So, quick clarification. We're have to go fairly quick through these, so it's not going to be like an hour event because that's sometimes a little annoying. But all right. So, Pastel, now it's your turn of what you're going to be doing.
The Nether Hub, I will have one main room where the shopping district portal is. It will be quite grand, and then we will have northwest, south, and east paths, and in those directions, they will be pretty big, so that, like Turtle said, there will be room for people to fly with elytras. There will also be ice paths with buttons on them, so mobs don't spawn on them, and you can use boats on them.
All right. Okay. So now, Kai, what are you going to do?
Now, for the Nether Hub in the shopping district, we'll obviously have a portal leading in there. Won't be anything massive or grand. You know, it might even just be the entrance to the town hall. Who knows? The outside going into it won't be grand, but when you go in, be a nice, simple room with pathways and signs of some sort pointing in which direction you have to go. And it will have signs that tell you what every shop, or not shop, but every base and stuff like that is, if you go that direction, so you don't have to check F3 constantly whenever you go in. But it still will obviously look good and won't be ugly. So yeah.
Alrighty. So we have that. Now, let's go into ask the next questions.
What's going to ask the next questions?
What? No, ignore that. What are your opinions on adjusting for inflation when it comes to diamonds?
Uh,
G Turtle? G Turtle.
I am going to uh
Would you like me to
something.
come back to you?
Thank you.
All right. Kai, how about you go ahead and go?
all right. Well, as I said before, diamonds will not be the main currency. If it'll be the currency at all, it will be some other form of money, such as player heads, like I said previously. So that would mean the government would control the total sum of said money. And even though you may be thinking that you could just copy the head, we'll use a completely unique head that cannot be copied. And alongside of that, it'll be from only one person, so you cannot copy that either. Yeah, thank you.
All right. Okay. So the pastel, it's going to be your turn, and then it's G Turtles.
I think I will either make the shops increase their prices so it evens out the inflation, or I will be able to have kind of like an event where we all throw blank amount of diamonds away so that there isn't just a ton of diamonds circulating through the system.
All right. G Turtle.
Okay. I will steal Kai's idea, but so we're gonna use either me or if somebody really wants to, them, but one person for each for a coin, or for all the coins, not just one. Almost forgot to clarify. Thank you.
I would like to object, Turtle.
Ejection declined. All right. So let's go on to the next question. How are you going to get suggestions from the members, and how will you listen to them? That is to you, Kai. So honestly, G Turtle and Pastel, I don't really. You guys don't really need to think about this one.
Okay, for me, well, one, we'll have weekly or or semi-weekly town hall meetings where the community can come together, put their suggestion and like say suggestions, kind of like a press conference almost. And also we'll have multiple suggestion boxes around the shopping district, which we'll check by the end of the week, either on Saturday or Sundays, depending on when we can. And if we think those suggestions will be good for the shopping district, then we'll make those suggestions a reality. This would be handled by me and Green Dragon, who, if I do win, will help out a lot when it comes to designing and running the shopping district, almost as a second mayor.
All right. All right. Now, Pastel, question for you.
I think that
No,
Kai.
no.
Different question.
Not that question. um, if there would be pre-made shops, then who would own them? Why would they be up for rent? Would you have to pay a cut of their profits?
So basically, the pre-made shops, they would be owned by the player once they get them. They can make changes to the shop as they like. They could either buy it for good and not have to pay rent. Rent would just be a set amount of diamonds so they would not have to pay cuts of their own profits at all. It'd probably be quite cheap, maybe like 1 to 2 diamonds a month. It's mostly just to make the shopping district look better and more uniform. And yeah,
Uh, so is the land yours?
what do you mean
Is
by
the
land?
land yours?
The lane? I can't.
No, it's the land.
The
All the
land,
land's still yours.
technically.
Oh,
Well, no. maybe.
You heard that?
Well, they can change stuff about the shop. So basically, I guess it's their land.
Oh.
Oh
Oh.
wait, can I ask a clarification question?
Yes.
Would it be
Yes.
their land until they can't pay rent?
If they cannot pay rent, then it would not be their land anymore
And
or
if the
shop.
door is broken, do they still have to pay rent?
That's a dumb question. I'm gonna be honest here.
Yeah, that is quite dumb.
All right, moving on. G Turtle. Okay. So, let me look one for you real quick, because there wasn't direct ones, but
I saw one for Turtle.
I know it's probably about the
Slime launchers.
slime. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, this one's a little bit of a silly one.
I like
Actually, you
them.
know what? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna ask you.
I
I'm
like
gonna
silly
ask you one
questions you can ask.
question for Turtle. Actually, here. All right. So, how will you handle the transfer of currency, etc. Stop being counterfeit, and will you be able to use like a redstone machine in order to do diamond currency transfers?
Yes, most likely it's gonna be a redstone machine because a person cannot work 24 hours a day and each day for a week. And also counterfeit, it's gonna be a player's head, and the player is probably not gonna log on. And Hamartik wanted to donate his other account for this.
All right. Okay. So,
Noble, may I add something to my thing?
yes, you may.
I think I could kind of have like a bank. The money from the rents would be the mayor's, well, like the shopping district's money. It would go into a bank, and players could take loans from it.
All right. I see.
That's just a bank.
Yeah, it's just a bank.
Ooh.
That's the point.
Anybody can build a bank.
Yeah,
Okay.
anybody could.
All
I
right.
am.
All right. Okay. So now one of the most important questions of all. Okay. Kai, you go first.
Okay.
Are you implementing taxes?
Taxes will not be implemented ever. If taxes will be implemented, I will quickly get rid of them. I do not believe anyone needs here to pay extra money for land, unless of course they're renting it off of someone else.
All right. Pastel, you go.
I think the same thing as Kai. Why would we have taxes? There's kind of no point.
All
Why-
right.
I don't see the reason.
All
to have
right.
Yeah, it's literally the same answer. No taxes, except for if the people's
Alright.
renting them out for other people.
Got it. All right. Break time. The 2 minutes.
Play the Jeopardy music.
All right. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. I currently had a little bit of a hiccup. All right, everyone, please get back to your seats. Please put down everything. Tear down it. Everyone, sit back to where you were.
Tear down homes for resources? Is that what I heard?
What?
What?
No. Grindex, please get down on the stage. All right. Oh, the egg's there. Okay. Wow, that's interesting. All right. So, excuse me. I kind of got cold because I mean I am a kid, so I'm gonna get called by my parents. All right. So now, question for the candidates: what are your opinions on a currency other than diamonds? Never mind. Never mind. Let's skip that question. We've already answered that about 1,000 times.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, okay, this is actually a pretty good question. Will shops be required to use alternative currency? All right, you go first, Kai, and you go second, Pastel, then you go third, G-Turtle.
Now, unfortunately, we will if I do win, you will have to use the secondary currency as for your shop. However, you will be able to apply for use of some other form of currency. So yeah, that's it for me.
All right, Pastel, you go.
Like I said, I'm probably not gonna make a secondary form of currency unless the community wants it. Uh, if I do, I'd probably do something similar to Kai, where the shops would be enforced to do it, to use that currency.
All right, G Turtle, you go.
I think we're just gonna use the one currency.
All right.
That's it. You can continue.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna have one more question. Then we will be what is it called? Then I will have a question, I guess. Didn't know it was gonna be happening, but I think this will be a fairly good idea. Now, will absolutely everything have to go through you before something happens, or does the community have creative freedom? You go, Kai, and then we'll go from there.
So anyone, well, I will be when it comes to building shops, as long as it's in the right district, you can build it. You have pretty much entirety of freedom as long as you obviously don't encroach on other people's space, and you're not not bully about it all. So yeah, you will get most freedom. Roads and placement of districts will all be done through the mayor and whatever form of government we have. But yeah, you will have complete freedom on how you want to make your shop. If it looks great, good. It looks really good. Try to keep your builds as high quality as possible. If need be, follow a tutorial. I don't mind if you use a tutorial or not. So yeah.
There is someone that will. All right, Pastel, you go.
I think that people should have creative freedom as long as they're building in the districts, and yeah. Also, there will probably be places for the rental buildings to be, which will probably be around the other buildings, or maybe a little
All
bit
right,
away from them.
all right. And now, G Turtle, you go.
Crave freedom because otherwise it would be a dictatorship. Thank you.
Ooh. Oh, strong. All right. So, this is a question for me from Packy, and he says, "Can we impeach someone if they do not make their promises?" I'm fairly sure you guys are all similar with impeaching. So, yeah. All right, Kai, you go.
So for the impeachment, that's up to the mayor, which Hamardic did say will be, well, not to the judge, I mean, which Hamardic did say that it's up to the mayor to decide who the judge will be. So the judge will be able to impeach the mayor, and I guess, the community can try to push it upon the judge to impeach, but it's up to the judge if he wants to impeach, and then it's also up to the judge and jury if the impeachment actually goes through.
All right, Pastel, your turn.
Um, the judge will be.
Oh,
What?
what? I got kicked for chat invalidation.
Everyone did.
Yeah. I sure
Okay.
do love Minecraft 1.19.1. It's in everyone.
Hey!
Whoa!
Woohoo! Let's go light a fire.
Actually, down with 1.19.1. Kai, I don't know what you said.
Thank you,
I'm in
Microsoft.
1.19.2 actually.
Okay, but what was the question again? I forgot. Oh, impeachment. Okay, impeachment. So the judge will have some power over that. Also, with the community, it will be part of the community and the judge's like right to be able to do that. So I don't think that the judge should just be able to impeach it if the community is liking the mayor.
All right. Okay. All right. G Turtle, your turn.
I think it should be up to the judge, and also it's only for like serious matters. For example, I promised a whole theme park, like that's serious, really serious. And if I don't do it in like half of the season or something like that, then yeah, if the judge
I
rules it, then yeah.
I have a question for Turtle to
Yep.
respond to that. How will you know how long the season will last? Because the season can be like this, where it was supposed
I'm
to last
from the
longer.
future.
Okay, follow-up question then. How do you
I lost my memory.
Follow-up question then. How are you running for mayor if you lost your memory?
That's because I lost my memory of
Yeah,
some
what
parts
if-
of the
yeah,
future,
what
but
if
I only
you're-
remember some.
What if your future self never actually? What if your past self never actually ran? And so you're
That's a good
changing
point.
the
You might be
history.
right.
All right, this is getting confusing. Okay, so, I would have a concluding statement for you guys, but this has been a little bit long.
Can we each have a
Um,
concluding statement? Like a
I
finishing.
knew someone was
a
gonna make that
finishing
joke.
statement?
Say that one more time.
Can we each get a final statement to close this all off?
That's exactly what I was saying, but
Okay.
I don't know if we can. It has been,
It won't be.
but
Mine won't be
you
too
can
long.
look. You have to say it. You have to say it in 5 words
5 words.
to go.
Oh,
I
okay.
can do it in one.
All right, 5 words to go, and then we'll go over from here. 5 words.
Hello.
Oh, okay,
Dot,
that was in 5
dot,
words.
Dot.
All right, Pastel, you go.
Hard hats, safety vests, ties.
Alrighty, there you go. And now Kai, you go.
GBC events, activity, builds, future.
Alrighty. Okay, so that concludes the end of the mayoral debate. Please vote. And yep, session ended.
Whoa! I'm gonna stop